Okay, so that moves us through. We don't have any deputations by appointment. We don't have any petitions, and that brings us to item 7. And we've got the team to come up around to Kaha Stadium. So Kent and Mark here. We don't have David on.
Oh, we have them on.
Oh, we've got David online.
Mine, so we'll just start with the drone footage. So just while they're bringing that up, this is drone footage from last Tuesday, the 15th. So we're starting at the north end of the site in Hereford Street. You'll see there the northern facade. That's going to be a glazed facade. Now it's completed. Up on the roof, you'll see the blue netting that's there for the EFT clear roofing. As we're moving around Madras Street, you can see the solid roofing in the oculus, which is the strip of roofing just above the white framing. Coming around, you can see on the roof there the first of the ETFE bubbles. So that's progressing along nicely. Also, you can see the solid roofing, that's almost completed. And just down in the foreground, you can see they're starting on the landscaping, so all the site works. So this week they're starting planting. There's going to be 10,000 native trees and plants going in. So they're underway with that. So we're coming around now onto Churham Street. You can see the cultural narrative facade there. Coming along now onto Barbados Street, progressing very good on the touch-ups to the steel, with the white steel work there, and it's all having its final coat. Now you can get a better view probably of the ETFE bubbles once they're inflated. The blue netting, once again, just the safety netting. And we're moving now around back to the northern Hereford Street end of the site. So very close to having that oculus solid roofing, only really that northern part still to go. But yeah, progressing along very nicely on site.
It's good.
It does look good, very good.
Okay, so we'll take your report as read.
Yep.
David, thanks for jumping online. I know you're a bit crook. Do you want
anything? That's all right. Thank you.
No worries if you don't. We take the paper as read.
Yeah, look, take the paper as read. The only things I would like to highlight, I guess, Mark's done a good job of showing you what's happening on site. The highlights really for us are that we remain on budget and on program. And there are no concerns with respect to the project or its progress that we need to raise with council. We remain of the view that $1 council contingency.
We're probably having a bit of hard time hearing it, but I did hear you say we're on time and on budget. There's nothing to worry about. So that's all I need from you, David.
That's fine.
Okay. Now, good as gold. Hey, thanks for joining. I've got Mark and then Sarah. Sure. And then Yanni. Yep, sure.
Thank you for your update. This is a question I probably know the answer to already, but I thought I'll ask it anyway. Is there any opportunity of getting this open share?
No, I think we are working towards the April 2026 completion date, and yeah, we'll see as the contract goes. That is the contract completion date. That's what we're working to.
5 months early, not asking. We just need it open on time and on budget. Yeah. Okay, and then I've got Sarah, Yanni, and then Pauline. Yep.
Hey, thanks. Hey, maybe a year ago we started talking about, some of the heat stuff potentially in summer and heat assessments and things that have been done. And at that point, I think we were looking at there was just the passive stuff with the gaps under the eaves for shade, that sort of stuff. But I was talking to someone at VO recently who said that they thought that there were now some fans and those kind of things potentially for air circulation. Is that right?
Yeah, internal fans have always been part of the design.
Oh, have they? Okay, so that didn't come through when we were talking about the stuff originally.
Yeah, they support the natural ventilation system, distributing it over the bowl window on fuel plant.
No, that's good. That's cool. And while we're on time and budget, for the current time and budget, have there been any? I'm trying to work out, because there's been some discussion around it. Have there been any council decisions on Te Kaha this term at all? It was all set up last term. that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Major point, question, Yanni? Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. So I just had three questions. The first is there an update on the Pacifica recognition?
Yeah, so we've been working with the Pacific Church, the minister down there around installing a plaque acknowledging their historic presence. So yeah, we'll collaborate with them around the content for that and drive the text that will be included on that. So that'll be installed in the northwest of the site, where church used to be.
Right, and is that the full extent of what we've come up with?
That's what we agree with them.
Okay. Second question is around the opportunity for street art. Obviously, you know, the mayor and I hosted some a French delegation, and street art was one of the things that they mentioned as being really incredible in the city. What are the opportunities that we could look at in terms of street art if we wanted to do something to showcase that precinct or in the stadium?
I think two parts to that, I guess. The first part, talking genuine street art, as in the streets, that's probably a question for someone else. In terms of the Te Kaha precinct, we've worked with Ngāi around the development of a design that reflects the cultural narrative associated with that, and so that is woven throughout the precinct already. So we have asked previously about the possibility of additional art and been advised that would not be viewed as appropriate.
Right. Would there not be like a single wall within the stadium that you have as a showcase that you could do, like, you know,
I think maybe what we do is, so a really good point, is that something we could take away with Andrew and the team and come back? I just don't want to, these, with all due respect, they can't make the decision today.
I think that would be really helpful to get some advice back. I mean, you know, it seems in this massive building, a blank wall somewhere that we can highlight and showcase.
Yeah, have you got another question?
Yeah, and the final question is, when will we be in a position to know what's happening with the balance of precinct? I mean, this isn't the new question. Is it for probably about a year? What are we doing with the land that we require in terms of planning and getting something done while we've got contractors on site, rather than having to come back later after the stadium opens and figure out what we're doing with it?
I think that's, again, not jumping the gun. That's a question for Mr. Rutledge. So he'll come back to you on that.
Well,
cool. Okay, Pauline.
Mine's really easy. I just wanted to know, what's the FT bubbles for again? Is that acoustics?
The clear translucent plastic portion of the roof to the northern end of the stadium.
Yeah, but why is it?
It lets in the sunlight, so the grass will grow.
Okay.
So
And,
it's like what they've got at Forsyth Bar, if you've seen that on TV. Yeah.
and maintenance for that structure, you know, external structure, does that need to be like painted periodically or treated or anything? The life of it.
At some point it will, yes. So that's been part of the discussions with VO around the cleaning and maintenance strategy for longer term upkeep of the arena.
Touch base with them and see what costs are there. And I just want to thank Kent for you. I don't know if you're still doing the tours, but all the tours that you've been conducting, they've just been amazing, and everybody's just like over the moon who goes through there, and the way you take the time with people and you tell everybody, I don't know how many you're doing, but you always seems like the first time you're going around, so thank you. Yeah.
Okay, then Mel?
This was just a very tiny thing. I think I read in a letter to the editor or somewhere, someone said, why don't we cover the roof of the stadium in solar panels? And I was thinking, well, because it's colourless and the light has to get in. But I don't think everybody, and you just talked about it, but I don't think everybody understands about the grass growing. So it's really just a point that maybe we could be highlighting that.
It's designed for them.
Yeah.
To just so the solid portion of the roof has been designed to accommodate solar panels if a decision's made in the future to include those. So we do have structurally and also within the services allowances to accommodate that.
Cool, great.
Okay, and then lastly, Aaron.
Yeah, so I just wanna say, Mr. Chair, I don't want us to be asking for art reports on the stadium because the stadium itself is a piece of art. It has a cultural narrative explained to us really well. And I don't know of any other stadium that has a cultural narrative on it like ours does. It's phenomenal and should be celebrated. So for it to keep getting asked for what art can go in there or on there makes no sense. And so let's not ask for a report on what art we can do. Street art is for streets and alleyways in the back of buildings. That's why it works so well. It's not for on that stadium. That stadium has an incredible cultural narrative that's been explained to us, and I think looks amazing and should be celebrated because it's the only one like it that I've seen in the world.
I'm sure that feedback will take in the advice that comes back. Cool. Okay, so that's been moved by me, seconded by Sarah. All in favour?
Aye.
It's carried. Great. Thank you very much.